What is going on, good people of YouTube? I'm MUT. Thank you so much for joining me, and wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day. Today we're playing some Madden 21, but before we get into it, if you enjoy the content, leave a like rating, and if you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on to stay updated with all of my uploads. If you missed our previous video, I'll leave a link in the description of this video for you to go check it out. You don't want to miss it. I show you how you can make about 120,000 coins getting some forced fumbles with Sam Mills, and much to my chagrin, the game kind of glitched out on me and I forced about 12 fumbles and didn't get credit for any of them. So for today's video, I've got another one for all my no money spent squad, all of my players that are on a budget. If you guys are looking to save coins, if you're looking to not spend money on the game, there are some players that you need to target that are a little cheaper than some of the higher overall cards. They're not going to play exactly like them, but they do have some comparable stats to them and are definitely going to be valuable to your team. So what I'm going to be showing you today is 6 players. We're going to have a 15 to 35K budget bracket, and then we're going to have a 35 to 55K budget bracket. Everyone's budget's different. Everybody's coin stack is different, so I'm going to try to cover 6 players that you should add to your team that fall into these categories. Now, I have done 2 other parts to this series. If you would like to see those, go ahead and click on the link, the card in the top right-hand corner, and you can go see some of the other budget cards. They are cheaper now, so they're not going to be the same prices, but depending on where you're at in the MUT life cycle, you might want to add those players to your team also. So the first player in the 15 to 35K bracket is 84 overall, Baltimore Ravens cornerback Marlon Humphrey. The dude just got paid. I think he's probably the highest paid cornerback in the NFL. He's pretty solid, and he's pretty solid in Madden Ultimate Team as well. Starting from the left here, you can see he's got 85 speed and 86 acceleration. That's without any chemistries. That's without powering him up. If you power him up, if you've got some Ravens theme teams, which you guys know how I feel about my theme teams, they're going to really add to how these players play and really can take a budget squad to that next level. Going, on down the line, man coverage is a pretty big factor right now. It's one of the metas, and he's got 83 man and 83 press. So for a 20K card, which is what he's going for about right now, that's pretty solid. Now, I have used this card. I still use this card. I have him powered up to an 87 overall with his Team of the Week collectible that he's currently got. And the thing that I noticed with him, which is a bit of a downer, his 60 catching, man, he drops some picks. I don't like that a lot about him, but he's made a lot of plays, and he's currently in my slot cornerback. He's pretty quick, so if you are blitzing with him, that 85 speed is going to allow you to get to the quarterback, a lot faster with him. He is 6 foot, so he's got decent height for a cornerback. He's just an overall solid card, and we'll back out here, take a look at his price for 20K, which is what he's up for right now. This is a player that you would want to look to add to your team if you're looking to save on some coins. The second player in the 15 to 35K budget bracket comes to us in the form of 84 overall Denver Broncos wide receiver Jeudy. Guy's got 88 speed, man. That's pretty solid. Even at this stage in the game where you've got some guys, corners that have 93, 94 speed. You're not going to run into those too much, fortunately. 88 speed, though, for Jeudy is pretty solid. Route running across the board is decent, right? That 79 route running, deep route running, is pretty easy to upgrade if you just add a couple of go deep players to your squad. So he could, act as your deep route runner. That 88 speed is going to make up for a lot. 79 catching is not the best, right? But if he's open in the field, he's not going to drop wide open passes, right? He's 6'1", he's got 88 agility, 90 acceleration, right? So the dude can get off. He can get off the ball pretty quick. He can speed up pretty quick, right? So those are all good things. 86 change of direction. So if he's in open field, if you're trying to make a guy miss, you want to do a little stutter, a little stop and go, that 86 change of direction is pretty solid. So I'd say overall, Jeudy is a card that you want to add to your team. He is only going for about 28K right now. Let's scroll down so you can see that. Yep, he's up for 28K. It's been 44 minutes. It hasn't sold yet, so you could probably hang out and probably find this thing for about maybe 24, 25K, maybe at the lowest 20K, right? So another good budget card that you want to add to your squad. So for the third and final player in our 15 to 35K budget bracket comes to us in the form of 84 overall free safety of the Tennessee Titans, Kevin Byard. This dude's good, man. I actually have not used him on my team, which for pretty much everybody in this series, I have for the most part used. But I haven't used Kevin Byard. But I gotta say, man, that 86 zone coverage for this card right here is awesome. If you run zone, most of your safeties, even if you run man, are going to be playing zone anyway, whether they're going to be at a deep half or a deep third or just a deep middle, right? They're going to be playing zone. Very rarely are you going to have a safety that's going to be playing man. And that 86 zone coverage is awesome, right? One of the best in the game, especially for this 84 overall card. He does have 84 speed, so he's a little slower in the speed department. If you buy his power up, though, and use some training to power him up, you can get that to 85 speed. He's only 5'11", so he's not the tallest in the world. But like I said, that zone coverage is going to make up for a lot, right? 81 agility, solid. 83 acceleration is not too bad. He's not really going to be able to keep up with the likes of Tyreek Hill and, you know, those cards that are in the game, Devontae Adams, just those, you know, really higher overall cards. But, you know, if you are playing head-to-head seasons and you're in, you know, rookie, if you're in veteran, you know, you're going to be able to, I mean, this card's going to be good for you, even if you're in some of the upper, you know, the higher tiers. You know, he's gonna perform really well. Some of the other stats, 79 change of direction. So if you want to use him, like I said, power him up to get him to that 80 change of direction. You'll notice that change of direction, right? The better cards that you get, the better their change of direction rating. You're going to notice that you can kind of freely play around with them. 80 change of direction is decent. I found that, you know, if you can get to 85 and up, you know, 87, 88, that's where you really want to be. But 80 is solid, right? Not terrible. Like I said, if you power him up, his power up's not going for too much. His card in general, I want to say he's going for about 20K. His power up's only 1,700. Going for 19K right there, right? You can probably wait around and get him for about 15K. So once again, just another budget card, another card that you can add to your squad. It's going to make your team better, and it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg to do it. All right, so now we are on to the 35 to 55K bracket, and we are starting out with one of my favorite cards in the game, man. You might be looking at this card and being, Kyle Williams is one of your favorite cards of the game? Well, yeah, I got rid of Leroy Glover for this dude, and this dude has made so many plays for me. I'm so glad. I didn't even notice Leroy Glover on the field. I got Kyle Williams on my roster, and this dude has made so many plays. Let's just take a look at some of his stats. So 87 strength, pretty solid for a D tackle. 86 block shed, pretty solid for a D tackle. Rushing the passer, he's got 85 power moves, so he hits that threshold right there. Coming down some, just taking a look. 66 speed is not really going to do too much, but, I mean, you're not looking for speed from a D tackle, right? This guy is on my team to do one thing. That's to stop guys that want to run inside zone plays, and I'll tell you how I did that, right? So one of the best abilities in the game right now, in my opinion, for D linemen is inside stuff. Now, what you want to do is you want to get his card. Now, his card's going for about 54K, but it hasn't sold in about 47 minutes, right? We could probably hang around, probably pick him up for about, say, 48K, right? 47K or so. His power-up's going for about 7K, but 7 hours, it hasn't sold, right? We still have 7 hours left, so it was up for 8 hours. I mean, this will probably sell, but nonetheless, you can hop on that, still come under 55K, right? Now, yes, you're going to need to train this guy. You're going to need to power him up. You're going to need to put inside stuff on him. But when you do, I can promise you, if they want to run inside zone, halfback dives right up the middle, Kyle Williams isn't going to let it happen, right? He's going to shed pretty quick. He's made some plays in the passing game for me also. Like I said, rushing the passer, he's not that fast, but that 85 power move helps out a lot. So if you've got some more coins, if you want to shore up the middle of your line, this D tackle right here, like I said, man, this is one of my favorite cards in the game. You should definitely consider adding him to your lineup. Okay, so next up in the 35 to 55K bracket, we have 87 overall wide receiver from the Seattle Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Now, this card right here is his Team of the Week player collectible. You can use this on your team. This is not a collectible that would go into anything. If you have Tyler Lockett and want to power him up, you can power him up for, I believe, 700 trainings. You don't necessarily need this, but this card right here, you can put out on your field, right? Dude's got 89 speed, right? At an 87 overall, 84 deep route running. You want to go deep on him. That, once you get to, I believe, tier 2, that's going to go up to 85. That's hitting a threshold right there. He's got 91 agility, 88 acceleration. 89 change of direction, right? He's 5'10", but this dude's just going to be running those deep routes for you, those deep crossing routes over the middle of the field, streaks, trying to beat cover 3, things like that. He's got 88 catching, so the dude's not going to drop the ball. And you look at this card, right? You think it would be going for probably about maybe 80K or so. No, it's not. It's actually going for 46K right now. So not too bad at all. You don't need this card if you want to power up Tyler Lockett. You will need this card right here, his 82 overall. You'll need this card here, and then you will also need this card here, his 86 overall superstar MVP. So you will need those cards, whether or not maybe you want to use power up pass on Tyler Lockett here, depending on where your other power up passes have gone towards. That might be an option there, but you don't need this card if you do want to power him up. And if you power him up, his stats are obviously going to go up +1 anyway, right? I've got him fully powered up. He's at an 88 overall with, I believe I'm at tier 4 go deep. He's my deep guy, right? This is who I've got running my deep routes. I would highly recommend adding Tyler Lockett to your team. All right, so the final player in our 35 to 55K budget bracket is going to be none other than 86 overall strong safety from the San Francisco 49ers, Jaquiski Tartt. I really want to use this card. I haven't used it yet. I've got Adrian Wilson at strong safety fully powered up. I want to use this card. I want to use him in run support. One of my subscribers, I will put the comment on the screen here for you, made a good call out that yes, he's got 89 speed, yes, he's got 90 acceleration. His coverage stats are okay, right? 84 zone coverage. He's a safety. He's going to be in zone most often. But 84 hit power, 90 excel, he's 6'1", 215. This card could be a sub linebacker. He could be really, really good in run support. He's got 86 pursuit, which is really good. He's going to have those good pursuit angles to the ball. He's, hopefully going to make the best angles possible, right? 79 change of direction is not the best, but this is a card that I could definitely see in a case of someone who does have a better strong safety in that position, using as a sub-middle linebacker, right? And if you don't have a better strong safety in that position, right, this card right here could definitely makes impact plays for your defense. He's got 80 tackling, as you can see, but just that 89 speed, man, and 90 acceleration, he's going to be able to keep up with some of those receivers a little bit better. Let's come out and take a look, see how much he's going for. He's going to be right at that 55K, right? He's going 54K right now. You can see the other 54K hasn't sold. It's been 17 minutes, so you could probably hang out and get this card for about 50K. You want to put lockdown on him, get his coverage stats up a little bit more. That's what I'm running with all of my DBs and linebackers is lockdown. That's just going to make him even better. So Jaquiski Tartt, definitely a card under 55K that you want to look to add to your team. Alright, so that's going to do it for the video here today, guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like rating. If you enjoy the content and would like to see more, hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on to stay updated with all of my uploads. If you have a comment, if you have a question, anything specific on your mind, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm JSlay. I'm signing out today. I'll catch you all in my next video.